Hi, welcome back to Subnautica base tour. I did a base once before. I've given tours of my Cyclops and of a particularly large base I did a long time ago. This is just a different base, a different setup, different location. And I have to say it's one of my favorites. This is a hardcore game, which this is an after game. I've finished the whole thing and then decided at some point that after I finished the game, rather than taking off, I was going to clear off everything in the shallower areas and I was going to build a permanent base in the inactive lava zone. So I call it my hell base, and I think it's one of my favorites so far. So let's start it. And as a disclaimer, I'm not saying this is the best way to set up a base. I'm not saying it's the best base ever. It's just one that I've done that I kind of like, and I just like hanging out here at times. So with no further ado, let's take a look, starting from our moon pool. Obviously, the only vehicle I have in here is my Gojira prawn suit. I do have a Cyclops, obviously, but I will show you where that is later. Now, this base is spread out a little bit because I started it tucked in. Actually, let's go outside and take a quick look. See, I am way tucked into this little corner of the inactive lava zone. Unable to build up very high in a lot of places, but I kind of like where it is. It's protected and spread out, though my base has been attacked by the sea dragon, and yes, he does do damage when his fire attacks miss you and hit the base. So as you can see, I've got the exterior. I started off with this section right here, added onto it with this, and then just worked my way out this way. I've got a lot of planting, but we'll go more into that in a little bit because there is a particular problem. So, moon pool. Directly across, a little window for nothing, and my water treatment. Now, when I first built it, this was my power generation, but now it's got my water treatment, and I'm in the process of stockpiling to keep plenty in here. And when you're going to be doing water treatment, you have to have some scientific experiments as well to be able to check the water quality. Moving on, we have manufacturing, obviously going to be one of the first things you need for all your storage and manufacturing. Plenty of storage for just about everything. And directly across from it, hydroponics, where I'm growing my food and some decorative stuff. Gotta make it look nice and functional. I did build this base kind of like as a immersive fantasy base that is equipped for more than one person to run it. Got my octopus's garden as well as my resource farming. I've got a lot of these kelp things planted outside just for the aesthetics of it because the inactive lava zone can be kind of sparse and monochromal without a little extra something. A little exit to the garden and aquaponics 1 where I've been keeping like food growth and everything, but now it's just pretty much decorative. We will come back to that. Aquaponics 2, just a different planting theme with different creatures that I've raised in there. And then there is we'll call it the cruise mess, a little leisure area just to sit, be able to look outside. Little planting, little aquarium. And from this area, it goes straight up into my master bedroom. call it the captain's quarters, that actually walks straight through to one of the aquaponics that are connected to the other. If you think that I have too many bulkheads, I will say that it is just the right amount, and I will show you why in just a moment. Quick little escape trunk and a nice little observation area. I have been hatching creatures from above and releasing them out here, which is why I've got plenty of things out here growing around. And this is proof that the sea dragon does come and visit fairly regularly. That picture was taken from this spot right here. You can get another view of the planting in the gardens. And I just really like this area. Now that was the main base, and you may be saying, hey, where's your power coming from? Well, let's go find out by following the signs for the power plant. This is just a little aqua zoo, a little nice little transition area that I've put in here just for no reason. But we got to go down to the power plant. The great thing about the inactive lava zone, especially in this area, is there are multiple levels and caves underneath each other. So for caves, I went into this, and look at there, it's a nice hot area. It's strange that there are hot eddies that go around. So right here, it's like 50 degrees Celsius, but right there, 70 degrees Celsius. You can be swimming around and suddenly just hit a hot spot for no particular reason. And there's the Cyclops. I've got it parked down in here because it took a lot of damage the last time that the Sea Dragon showed up just for no reason. And little cruise quarters for the power plant crew whenever they're down here. Again, this is just a fantasy base, thinking about having more than one person on it. And this is supposed to be kind of like a decompression or a decontamination airlock. We've got a rad suit and an image of the inside of a reactor just to come and check out the nuclear reactor. I have way more power than I need, but I'm not really draining anything from the nuclear reactor. It's all coming from the thermal. I just like to have it just in case. And of course, plenty of materials to make more rods, though I've been stockpiling them. There's not a lot to do down here, but stockpile materials, which I actually kind of enjoy doing. And then one more little turn. And in my mind, I'm thinking of this as like geology sciences. So they can come out and you got your volcanologists. It'll come out and study things. Of course, everyone's got to have a cheesecake photo. These guys, they're stuck out here for a long time. And this right here is probably my favorite view of the whole place. It's just gorgeous. The color palette, the stillness, but all that energy bubbling up down there. Now then, let's make a quick run. Go back up to the top and we'll take a look at the garden and why. I'm going to start closing doors because there's a reason why I have so many bulkheads. Really important to close this one. And really important to close this one, guys. This is going to be a pain. Alright, the last time the Sea Dragon attacked, he liked to hang out right here. And he would come up and he would just blast this entire area. So I tried an experiment and I planted a Oh, hello. I planted a bunch of these tiger plants, and you see they start shooting like crazy whenever I get anywhere near it, and they miss me a lot. So let's see what has happened. Oh, look at there. Those things have done a job, let me tell you. Oh, where'd the other one go? Alrighty, and hurry, 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 hurry. Still have power out. I hate it when they hit in here. It's kind of hard to find all the holes. Let's see. I don't see any more here. But I bet you there's some over here because the power is still out. Oh yeah, I can hear the water running. Oh, that was a bad one. Let's see, fix this. So as long as okay, I still hear it. Yep. As long as I stay away from the tiger plants, it's usually all good. But just in case, there we go. Just in case the sea dragon shows up and I get hit with a bunch of... Dang, look at all that. In case I get a hit with a bunch of tiger plants and the sea dragon shows up. Yeah, it made a damn mess, didn't it? But now let's go take a quick outside overview, and then that'll kind of finish us up. Always have to be careful because that guy shows up unannounced. Alright, as you see, I started all tucked in back here. Spread out quite a bit. I've got my observation area in here. And of course, all the way down here is going to be the power plant. The power plant from above. And my Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
And my Cyclops is also fitted out as a mobile base, but I've already done a video on this one, and not much has changed. Once you find a good pattern, you kind of stick with it. And that is it. All right, well, thank you all much for coming. And I hope maybe you've been inspired to build your own inactive lava zone base. It's my favorite. Take care and enjoy Subnautica.